Good morning, students. So today we will do our next practical, that is to study the effect of different pH on the activity of salivary amylase on starch. So first of all, we should know what is the activity of salivary amylase. Okay, so salivary amylase is the enzyme which digests starch into sugar. Now, for the activity of this salivary amylase, appropriate pH and temperature are required. So today in this practical, we read the effect of different pH on the activity of salivary amylase. Now, this salivary amylase, it required 7 pH. Okay, for its activity, the optimum pH range is between 6 to 7. The appropriate pH is 6.8. Okay, so 6.8 to 7, it is the optimum pH for the activity of salivary amylase. And it is functional at the temperature 37 degree Celsius. Okay, so today we'll read the effect of different pH on this activity. Okay, so requirement, we will see what we require for this experiment. So these all things we require for this activity. Okay, so first of all, this is the funnel. We require funnel along with this conical flask, and this is lined by filter paper. Okay, then this is NaCl. Okay, sodium chloride we require. Then this is soluble starch, iodine solution, and 3 different pH tablets. Okay, so we are having 3 different range of pH tablets. This is pH 4, pH 7 and pH 9.2. Okay, then beaker, thermometer we require, and 3 series of test tube. Like this, I have made 3 series of test tubes. Okay, so this we require, and measuring cylinder, small and this big one measuring cylinder we require for this activity. Then droppers. Okay, so these are the all requirement for this activity. So let's start. Now the very first step of this activity is to prepare some solutions. We have to prepare 2 solutions for the practical which I have made. Okay, this is 1% starch solution. How I have made this? I dissolve 1 gram of soluble starch into 10 ml of distilled water. Okay, in 10 ml of distilled water, I add 1 gram of soluble starch. Okay, it make a paste. Then I add 90 ml of distilled water to it, and this is the 100 ml solution. Okay, so this is 1% of starch solution. I add 1 gram of starch into 100 ml of distilled water. Okay, now second is we have to make 1% NaCl solution. Okay, this I have made by dissolving 1 gram of NaCl into 100 ml of distilled water. So these 2 solutions we require, 1% starch solution and 1% NaCl solution. Okay, now next thing what I have done, we have to take this conical flask. Okay, line it with filter paper or cotton. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to pour our saliva. Just chew the chewing gum, and whatever saliva it comes into your mouth, you have to spit into this funnel. Okay, so this saliva, it comes into this conical flask. Okay, now these are the preparations for this activity. Now next step what we have to do is, next step is we have to take 3 test tubes. Okay, this is test tube A, this is test tube B, and this is test tube C. Okay, now I have label over these test tubes. This test tube will contain pH 4 tablet, This contain pH 7 and this will contain pH 9.2. Now what we have to take in these test tubes? Okay, we have already prepared these two solutions. This is 1% starch solution and this is 1% NaCl solution. Okay, so I pour this 5 ml of 1% starch solution into 3 test tubes. In all these 3, I have put this 5 ml of starch solution in all the 3 test tubes. Then 1 ml of 1% NaCl we add to all these test tubes I have already added. So each of the test tube, it contain 5 ml starch solution and 1 ml NaCl solution. Okay, all the 3 test tubes, they contain 5 ml starch and 1 ml NaCl solution. Now next step, what we have to do, we have to pour pH tablets. Okay, now I have marked this pH 4, so I have to add 1 pH tablet of pH 4 to this test tube. Okay, this is pH 4 tablet, so we have to open it. Okay, this capsule we have to open it like this. Okay, and then we have to pour the pH 4 tablet into this. Okay, likewise we have to put in this test tube pH 7 tablet and into this tablet of pH 9.2. Okay, so these 3 are the experimental tubes. Now what these test tubes contain, again I am telling you, all the 3 test tubes, they contain 5 ml starch solution and 1 ml NaCl solution. And in the test tube A, okay, which I have written pH 4, so I pour pH 4 tablet, into this I pour pH 7 tablet, and into this test tube I pour pH 9.2 tablets. Okay, now next step what we have to do is, we have to keep all the 3 test tubes in a beaker containing water, and the temperature of the water is maintained at 37 degrees Celsius, which is the optimum temperature for the activity of salivary amylase. Okay, through this thermometer we can check. Okay, so temperature, it ranges at 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, I pour some hot water to maintain this temperature 37. Okay, now we have collected saliva into this flask. So next step what we have to do is with saliva. Okay, so we have to take 1 ml of this saliva. Okay, I am taking 1 ml of saliva. This is 1 ml saliva. Okay, and we have to dilute it by mixing 19 ml of water, distilled water I have to add. So this is the 20 ml saliva, diluted saliva. Okay, so we require this for experiment. Now first we have to do, so I have made 3 series of test tubes. Okay, in 3 different test tube stands I have taken 3 series of test tubes, and each having this 1 ml of iodine solution. Okay, so in this way 3 series of test tubes we have to make. Next step what we have to do is, the test tubes which I have kept in this water bath, and thermometer also I have kept in this water bath. So in all these 3 test tubes I have to add 1 ml of this diluted enzyme, that saliva we have made it diluted. So we have to pour 1 ml in all the 3 test tubes of pH 4, of pH 7 and of pH 9.2. Okay, so we have to pour 1 ml of diluted saliva. So I'm pouring in it one test tube. Okay. Then in next again 1 ml. This 1 ml saliva I have added, and now in the third one experimental tube I have to add 1 ml diluted saliva. Okay. Now for few minutes we have to keep these test tubes like this only. Okay. Now again I am reminding you that for the activity of salivary amylase 37 degrees Celsius is the optimum temperature, and we have maintained this water at the 37 degrees Celsius, and we kept these 3 test tubes into this water. Okay. Now we just start this experiment. These test tubes, 3 sets I have made, and each having 1 ml of iodine solution. Now immediately after I have poured this diluted enzyme, so what I have to do, I have to take few drops, okay, by using separate droppers I am keeping in these test tubes. Okay, so immediately after pouring the diluted enzyme, this is the starting temperature. Okay, so at 0 degree, so this is the test tube containing pH 4 tablet. So I am taking few drops of this solution. Okay, and I pour into this first test tube stand. Okay, I am pouring few drops. Okay, now next test tube, pH 7. This is pH 7, and I have to pour this in second series of test tubes. So at 0 temperature, this I am pouring. Okay, now, and this is 9.2. So this I am pouring into this third one test tubes. Okay, now after interval of 2 minutes we have to add these pH solutions into these series of test tube, and we have to watch the change of the color of the iodine solution. Okay, so after 2 minutes again we have to repeat. Okay, actually what we have to do when we pour at the 0 degree temperature, at first at the starting of the experiment, when we add this pH solution, okay, into this iodine solution, so iodine, it has a property to give blue color with the starch. Okay, so it turned blue, and in the all test tube it turned blue. Okay, in all 3 in the beginning. Okay, now after 2 minutes again we have to repeat the process. We have to take few drops of this solution. This is pH 4 solution, and I am pouring it into series 1 test tube. Okay, and for the change of the color we have to see. So again it is blue color. Okay, blue black color. Now second, we have to pour this 7 pH into this second series of test tube. Okay, and then 9.2 pH into this third series of test tube we have to pour. Okay, and we have to see the color of these 3 test tubes. Now we have to repeat the process every after 2 minutes. So after 10 minutes, now 10 minutes are over, so again I am repeating the process. Okay, so this is pH 4 experimental tube. So I am pouring solution into this series 1 test tubes. Okay, then pH 7 into second series of test tube, okay, and pH 9.2 into third series of test tubes. Now, what we will observe after this? So let's see. Now you can see that after 10-12 minutes, this set 1 test tube, this series of test tube, it will show blue-black color with iodine. Okay, means here with pH 4, starch is not digested by the salivary amylase. Okay, so iodine gives blue-black color with starch, or starch give blue-black color with iodine. So it keeps coming, this blue-black color. Okay. In the third series of test tube, in which I have taken 9.2 pH tablets. Okay, so 9.2 pH is not optimum for the salivary amylase. Okay, so again starch is present here and starch is not completely digested by the enzyme. So blue-black color is coming here also. But in the second series of test tube, okay, in which I have poured 7.2 pH tablet, okay, sorry, 6.8 or 7 pH tablet. Okay, so this color stop changing. Okay, now it means here in this test tube, starch is completely digested by the salivary amylase. Okay, because conditions are optimum 7 pH, which is the optimum for the salivary amylase. So I have put this 7 pH solution in this. Okay, so here starch is completely digested by the salivary amylase at the pH 7. So this color stop changing. Okay, in all we get blue-black color. Okay, before this 10-12 time minutes it also give blue-black color, but after 10 minutes, okay, it will stop changing, and this point at which, okay, the color stop changing, this is called achromic point. Okay, so this is all about this practical. So by now starch is completely digested by the salivary amylase, and that point is called achromic point, which is reached when we put pH 7 tablet. Okay, so this is all about this practical. Thank you. Have a nice day.